So, you want to study abroad? Okay, I understand. I think it's because you're hearing so many fancy things about studying abroad that it's very luxury, the buildings are nice, everything about abroad is nice. Well, what if I told you that there are 10 things I wish I knew before I came to India? And I'm going to tell you these things in a very, very few seconds. Just know being abroad is not all roses and gold. I want to just share with you the brutal truths that nobody else will tell you, that is very, very, very harsh about studying abroad, and also you may change your perspective and the way you think about studying abroad. The things I'm about to tell you are going to help you to make a wise decision. Well, let's get started. Guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kelly, and I'm going to tell you the things that I wish I knew before I came to India. So the reason I'm making this video is because I've seen first of all, I'm a student here in India abroad, yes, and I've seen some things that have really changed my perspective about abroad. It's not all roses and gold, and I'm going to share with you everything. And let's get right to the first thing I wish I knew before I came to study here in India abroad. So guys, the first thing I wish I knew is that there's serious language barrier. So this is a very common problem even for the people who are staying in other countries. As long as it's out of your country, I think it's going to be a very common problem. I'm saying this because I also have friends who are in Canada, friends who are in India, Algeria, China, and other countries, and they're all facing the same issue. So guys, the thing about this is that you really struggle to communicate with people, guys, especially where I am here in India. People do not care about English, guys. The natives they focus on knowing their language. So English is not a first priority language, and that becomes very difficult when you're communicating. Even in class, some lecturers, they do speak in English, yes, but the problem is that when you of course their accent is very different from us, yes, so it becomes difficult for you sometimes to understand whatever they're teaching you in class. And this has been very disturbing, especially when I just come in the first months, guys. It was so hard to understand the lecturers, but now I think I'm getting used. Yeah, with time you get used, but language barrier is a serious issue. So before you step on that plane, before you think of coming to study abroad, especially if you're coming to the Asian countries, at least what I know, like in China or in India or maybe Malaysia, guys, just know there's serious language barrier. Even when you go outside to order things, when you're going for autos, the autos are the rides that, like those what they call cabs in other countries, guys. So if you're ordering for them, some people don't even speak English, guys. You have to just struggle. You'll be speaking broken English. You'll be like, for example, if I'm going somewhere and I'm talking to this auto, here we call it rapido. Yeah, so I'm talking to this rapido guy. I have to tell him that left, come left. Like, you have to break the English, guys. So that is a very serious problem. All right, let's go straight into number 2. The second thing I wish I knew before I came in India, guys, and that is the culture shock, guys. I'm supposed to dive deeper into this, but that will be for another video. Just tell me if you want me to tell you more about the culture shock here in India. But guys, I'm going to just highlight a few things. So the culture shock, I mean, first of all, what is culture shock? Culture shock is something about the way people behave that surprises you. Now, for example, when I came to India, the first thing that shocked me, guys, when I stepped here, is that women ride bikes, guys. This is very crazy because I've never seen it ever since I was born, guys. In my entire life, the years I was staying in Africa, I had never seen a lady riding a bike. But when I came here, it was normal. Ladies are riding bikes, and here it's not new. It's like it's common, and even students in school where I am studying, the girls are riding bikes, guys. So that was very disturbing for me in the first moments, but I think now I'm used. Yeah, you know, they say when you go to Rome, behave like the Romans. So I think I got used to the ladies riding bikes. And then the other thing about the culture shock is that, guys, here the ladies are the ones who pay the dowry. So if you're female and you're thinking of coming to study in India, yeah, at least for what I know, in India the ladies are paying the dowry, guys. So if you're going to date someone, just know you'll be paying their dowry, especially for the ladies watching the video. Yeah, the ladies pay the dowry because they believe that it's the females who are supposed to be the breadwinners decide. I think so. That's what I think so, because in marriages it's the ladies who are paying the dowry for the men, and most of the manual work is done by females, guys. I don't know why this side is like that. I'm not judging or anything, but I'm saying what I've seen, guys, what I've experienced as a student this side. It is very, very parallel. It's like, should I call it a parallel universe? Is that the right word? Tell me down in the comment section, guys. So everything is like the opposite. The other side, where I came from, for example, me, I am from Uganda. It's the gentlemen who are paying the dowry for the ladies, and they are the ones who are doing most of the money work. But this side, it's the opposite, guys. The ladies are the ones who are involved in building. I know it sounds funny, but it's true. Yeah, you can even do some research. But the ladies are the ones who are building houses. It's the ladies who are paying dowry. So that is one thing that also shocked me. Yeah, as I told you, I want to go deep into details in another video about the culture shock, because it's a lot, guys. It's a lot. But let's go straight to the third thing I wish I knew before I came here in India, and that is that these people are really friendly, guys. Indians are really friendly, and I've seen this even when I just come. Yeah, people who are like welcoming me in class. For example, the first day I went to class, they were all the guys who came to me, because I think of course, even in every world, I think the girls never approach you. You have to like approach them. It's understandable, and that's how it's supposed to be. But for the guys, they came, they're like, hey Kelly bro, first come. Like they start trying to make you fit in as fast as you can. So they ask you, okay, they ask so many questions. Yeah, but I don't think it's a bad thing. They want to know about you. They are so curious. They are seeing someone new, so that is understandable. Yes, so they're very friendly people, guys. Indians are so friendly. They want to help. If you, for example, you're from like how can I say, from like outside, and you enter in class. For example, if it was a lunch break, they'll ask you, hey Kelly bro, did you have your lunch? Yeah, at least for the people I've met, the friends I have in class, that's how they behave. So Indians are really friendly people, at least the ones I have met so far. Yeah, because I've not been here for so long, but I've seen them being very nice, guys. So these people are very nice. Yeah, and I don't think I've seen any problem with them so far. Yeah, so that is the third thing that I've seen about this place, guys, and being abroad. I think people welcome you in a certain way that is friendly. Yeah, it's not. I've not seen any racism. I won't lie. Yeah, I've not seen any racism, but they are very, very friendly people. That is my point. Okay, let's go to the fourth thing I wish I knew before I came to India. Okay, this one I'm not going to say I didn't know it, but I was not so sure about it. So on our visas, as we are planning to come abroad, they say that there's no working stroke business on the visa. So as a student, especially if you're in college, of course you want to have a side hustle, because there's a lot of time like in college compared to other levels of learning. So you feel like you have to do some work. So if you tell you that there's no working stroke business, it becomes very, very crazy. But for like, guys, on a serious note, for the international students here, we are not allowed to work at all. Like, if they find you working, you can even get, like, I don't know, they're so serious, they may like cancel your visa and all that. So if you're coming here and you want to study abroad, make sure that, yeah, you have to know, you make sure you know this, that there's no working this side, there's no working especially here in India. You can't work. I don't know about the other countries, but I'll be telling you definitely. I will do some research about them. Just send me if you want such a video to help you do some research about those countries that are allowing their students to work. Yeah, but then which I know so far, I think Canada. Yeah, Canada. But for India, if you're coming to study in India, just know there's no working. Though of course you can find ways. Yeah, even me, I found my own ways. I'm getting some little money, like I'm teaching English. Yeah, I'm an English teacher. I'm benefiting, though I do it inside my hostel, I can't do it outside. Yeah, but you can also do some things online. Yeah, you can find your way out, but there's no working, guys. So that's another thing you should know before you come. All right, let's go to the fifth thing, guys. So the fifth thing I wish I knew is that these people have really, really long lectures. Okay, this is not a bad thing, but if you compare it to where I'm from, Uganda, a person in college can have like a lecture in the morning, and in the evening they are totally free. So here it's the complete opposite, guys. Here they study from morning, especially for the medical students. Yeah, we study from 9 a.m. in the morning and we end at 4 p.m. in the evening, like from Monday to Saturday. So that is how it is this side. So that is the other thing I wish I knew before I stepped here. I'm not saying that I'm regretting. Actually, I like it. I like the fact that they have a lot of time for students to study, but also in college you must have time to be creative. So many other things, like you have to also involve yourself in hobbies. You have to balance your life with academics. Yeah, so I don't think it's a really bad thing, but also as a college student, I see that you have to also have time for other things. But of course, the time is there, though it is a bit limited this side, since they are very, like, the schedule is squeezed like this, like it's learning. But you have to squeeze some time, of course. Like in the evening after 4 p.m., you can go and play some sports. Yeah, you have the whole time of the evening is free for you to do whatever you want. Yeah, so that is not a bad thing according to what I have experienced so far. I don't think it's bad, because I get time for even making the videos that you guys are watching. So I don't think it's a very bad thing, and I think I've adapted to it and I'm used. Yeah, though back home we only, as I told you, someone can have a lecture in the morning and they're free the whole day. They can have a lecture on Monday and they have no lecture up to maybe Wednesday. Yeah, so that is another thing. So if you're coming this side, you should know that this side they study from Monday to Saturday. Yeah, and the lectures are from morning to evening. Yeah, so you should also consider that as you're coming. All right, let's go to the other thing I wish I knew. Now this one, the sixth thing I wish I knew, guys. So the spicy food, oh guys, oh my god, you guys. So here the food is really spicy, and I've really seen a very big issue with it, because I even feel sick, guys. You can imagine. The first time I had come, I was eating food anyhow, and their food is a bit different from ours. So they add too much spice, guys. They do chili a lot, so this affected me. Since I have ulcers, in the first 3 days, guys, I was like completely having a stomach ache. You know what that means? Like I was seriously having this piercing stomach ache. I couldn't even stand. Yeah, so I think that's the effect of the spicy food, but now I'm used to it, of course. Yeah, you know, with time you get used to their food, but it is really spicy. So if you're coming to India, you should know that these guys have spicy food, so you should be ready for that, especially if you want to come here long term. Yeah, long term, like me, I'm going to be here for the next 4 years, guys. So yeah, I have to get used. So that is another thing I wish I knew, and you should also know that, and you think about it, because you may be a person who's not interested in eating spicy food. Nevertheless, I don't think that it can affect you from coming to study, because alongside they can also have other foods. For example, like if you order from outside and you say like, I don't want spice in my pizza, yeah, they can bring for you either with less spice or no spice. So it's also up to you. It's your choice. Yeah, so don't let the spicy food scare you. Yeah, but you can also consider that as you're coming this side. So let me go to the seventh thing I wish I knew before I came here in India, guys. So that is that there are no discussions. So now this one, I'm not going to say that it's very, I'm really feeling bad or something about it, but I've realized something about the education system, because we are here for education. Yeah, I'm here for education. I realized that these people don't do discussions. You know, mostly, especially where I've grown, where I've come from, we were doing discussions. Seriously, the country I've come from, discussions are really considered as something very important, because especially if you're a medical student, you realize you have a lot to read. So discussions really help you to reduce the workload. But here I was told that no, you don't do discussions here. You have to struggle with everything on your own. Yeah, but I don't think it can hinder you from coming to study, because even me myself, I found a way out. I have been able to get a discussion group with my friend, and we are already discussing. Yeah, he's an international student also. We do discussions sometimes, yeah, if we get time, and I don't think it has really been a very serious issue. Yeah, so the discussions here are not so serious. If a person who loves discussing, who loves talking to others in groups, and who understands through like explanations with friends, you should know that this side is not serious, unless you get your own study mate. That's like what I did. Yeah, that is how you can go through it. All right, let's go to the other thing I wish I knew before I came here. So guys, there are very many culture festivals. Yeah, very many culture festivals. So you may find that in a week you will have classes just from Monday to Saturday. Then if there's a cultural festival, there's one I think which was called Lord Ganesh or something like that. Yes, we had literally 4 days. I think it was Lord Ganesh. I'm not so sure. I don't remember the exact name, but we had 4 free days, guys. So from Saturday, that is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we didn't go to class, guys. So this is how their country is. So you can have class, but then there are also many festivals alongside. Then after that, those 4 days of resting, the next week we had another ceremony called Diwali. That one where they do crackers, that noise, guys. Pa pa pa. I'm sorry about that. So that one also was there. Yeah, it was also there. So I'm saying that they have really many festivals like Christmas. They also celebrate Christmas, by the way. If you're a Christian, yeah, that is one thing that has surprised me about them, because I'm going to tell you why I'm surprised about it in the next thing. But that is also very surprising because they celebrate Christmas, other many culture festivals. Just know these guys have many culture festivals. There's one event which is called Cake Day. You can imagine, it's called cake mixing. Yeah, cake mixing day. Like they literally organize and decorate to just mix cake, and they're done with the day. So guys, that is how they behave. So they have a lot of culture festivals. If you're a person who loves festivals, person who loves like having fun with friends, yeah, so this is the right place. Yeah, you can definitely come, and yeah, there's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's nice. I also love it. I love the fact that they have make culture festivals because we get time to relax. Yeah, sometimes you need some time to relax. Yeah, so we get time to relax, and I love that fact. So they have very many culture festivals. Now let's go to the other thing I wish I knew before I came, and that is their respect for elders. So here people really respect elders, guys, and it's very crucial. Even when you're in class, you can be in class seated, and when a lecturer comes in, all of you have to stand up. Yes, all of you have to stand up. So my friends from Africa, if you're watching this video, like, you should know that here you should respect the lecturers. They are really treasured people. They're cool. Actually, not even lecturers only. Every elder, guys, people who are older than you must be respected. And a very good example is the seniors. Now I'm in first year, but even second year students are really respected. When they come to class, our class representative will be like, you guys, the seniors are coming into class, you have to make sure you keep quiet when they're here. Like, they really respect their elders. So anyone above you here is respected. So you should come and know that as you're coming, know that you should respect elders here, whether they're above you like by 1 year, or they are professors, whatever they are. As long as someone is older than you, they deserve your respect here in India. So guys, that is alright, guys. The last thing I wish I knew before I came here to study abroad here in India is that there's so much religious diversity, guys. There's so much religious diversity. So guys, what I mean by this is that there are so many religions. For the most people here in India, for example, they are Hindus. So they have this belief in cows. They believe in cows. I know it may sound like not normal to you, but this is how they are. So guys, what I'm trying to say is that they have so many religions, and others are also Christians, and others are they have so many religions. Others are Muslims. So guys, the thing about here is that as you're coming, you should know that they have very many religions, and you have to respect everyone's religion, guys. For example, you won't find a cow on the road and then you start hooting at it. So for them, they respect these animals, the most people. So you can't start to like say that, no, me, I can't do that, what are you doing? Like, you have to respect everyone's religion. So guys, that is one thing you should know as you're coming here to study abroad. And I don't think it has really affected me in any way. So you just have to make sure you stick to your religion. Me, I'm a Christian, and yeah, you can find people who are Christians, Indians who are Christians, and you can pray with them if they are willing, or you can even go back in your room and pray, as long as you stick to your religion and don't be changed by anyone. Don't accept to be changed by anyone, and also maybe don't have to like criticize anyone's religion. So guys, that is what I wish I knew before I came here in India, and I will also advise you to come because it is a very nice place. So guys, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and also tell me down in the comment section if you want me to make a video about the countries where you can work and study as a student, and also to dive deep into the culture shock aspect. Thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.